guys, this is Rosa Kelly and I'm here with a new project share. So this is a Alice in Wonderland junk journal, and I made this journal using some of this fabric that I shared with you recently, and then also I use a children's book with these beautiful Alice in Wonderland images, and I love these images, and then you'll see more. And then also I use some of the scraps from my Alice in Wonderland mini album using the Echo Park paper collection. And so that was part of my design team package for Country Craft Creations. And then also I used the stickers from the sticker sheet and some of the ephemera pieces that I had a bunch of leftovers, so I went ahead and used them all on this little journal. So as you can see, this is a soft cover journal. So what I did is I used a piece of cardstock. It's actually cardboard. It's when you buy 12 by 12 papers. Let me see if I have one here. I don't have an example, but basically when you buy the 12 by 12 and then you get that piece of cardstock, you know, that's the piece that I use, and I cut it at 9. So this measures 9 by 6 because the piece was 12 by 12. So I just cut it at 9, and then basically I just fold it on half. And I love that it's really soft and squishy, and I think it's perfect to, you know, take everywhere. So I want to apologize for my voice. I think I might be getting sick or something. I kind of have like a scratchy throat, so I'm sorry for that. I probably won't be making videos for a couple days, but I wanted to share this with you because I was very excited to finish it. I actually worked on this on Saturday night, and I finished it on Sunday night after all the Mother's Day celebrities, which, by the way, I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. And then I just added some of these charms right now and some of these other charms here. So, you know, just the little touches. So yeah, so again, some of this lace that you see here on the top is also from Country Craft Creations. And then these little charms are from my stash. And this is a key with a crown on it, so I thought it was very Alice in Wonderland appropriate. And then this is another little charm, these are twisted here, with a little rose, the white rose that to me represents, you know, the queen when somebody painted her white roses red. So that's what I put that one there. And then this is actually an elastic band that I got at Hobby Lobby, and you get 3 on a package, and I think they're meant for you to make headbands for babies, but I used it for my closure here. So let me share with you inside. So this is the book that I'm using, and I just love the images. So this journal, it's not your vintage kind of journal. It's more like a, you know, it's a little bit more cutesy on the images, but then it has some vintage touches as well, like the coffee dye paper, then lace, and then these little charms that I put throughout here. And these little pins were sent to me by my friend Anna, and her channel name is Lace Boutique 1. So, and then also I got the idea from her from the swap that we did. Definitely I got inspired to do these little pins. And then these little charms that I put, and I'll show you, I just had in my stash. This is like a little lock that says love. And then I have some teacups. And then I think I have a key somewhere. I'll share with you in a minute. So what I did with this book, it's I kind of, because the pages were separated, so I kind of had to reconstruct the book. I put it all apart, and then I joined the first page of the book to the last page of the book. So I kind of joined those together. That way I can, you know, create like a full page that I can fold in half. And I didn't want to lose the concept of the story. I wanted to, you know, be able to go back and still read the story. So all I did was just folded the pages of the book like so, you know, so they will fit the size of my journal, but then also you can unfold it and then you can read the whole story. because otherwise my girls, they scream at me. They say I'm ruining the books, and I'm saying I'm not ruining the book. I'm just, you know, it's kind of like ice. I melt the ice and then I reshape the ice and it's still ice. So that's what I was telling them, because they don't like me messing around with their books too much. So yeah. So this is an image from the book. I love it. I loved it. And I'm sorry I threw away the cover, so I can't even tell the illustrator, but I think I'm gonna, oh, it's right here. Illustrated by Asha Parsi and retold by George Bridge. So, and this the Lewis Carroll. So I think it's really important because the images are beautiful. I love it. And they definitely look like hand-drawn pieces, very artistic. Okay, so over here I have a vellum piece. This is actually mylar piece. I don't know if it's the same as vellum. It's very thick and very silky. So this is the paper that we use to print plans on, you know, once the plans get all approved and they go to the city. I'm a civil engineer. So then we print this on these mylar sets, and we have to trim them because obviously the size, for the most part, we always have to trim them a little bit. So I take all those scrap pieces and I take them home, and then here we go, we add them here. So they're a little bit thicker than your regular vellum because we use this for blueprints. But anyway, so here is a 4x4 piece from the collection. It says, "She fell asleep and got lost in Wonderland." And I thought that would be a beautiful beginning, like opening page to the whole Alice in Wonderland story. Here, this is from the chipboard piece here. And then on the back of that, I did another one of the images and another chipboard piece that says, "It's time for a magical adventure." And I just love the images from this paper collection from Echo Park. And then again, more of that. Like I told you, I'm using scrap pieces from when I did my mini album, so I didn't have enough to make a full page, but I think this is perfect too. We can collage some pictures on this thick cardstock, and then we can write the journal, you know, on this coffee dye paper. At least that's my idea. All the laces here come from my stash. I look for blue, so I had a little bit of this blue lace left. And this lace, I think they all came from Joann's. And then I had this other blue. This is like a blue and white, very pretty lace. Okay, so now let me move a little bit faster. Like I said, I used a bunch of the stickers, and then these are just scrap pieces of papers that I cut into little banners. I used some washi tape to join together my cardstock pieces, my scrap cardstock. So I put washi tape on one side and the other side to join it together with what will be, you know, the other side of that whole page, so I can bend it in half again. I use the 4x6 cards to make pockets, and then also I'm using the 4x6 to, you know, put into the pockets. I love this image as well, one of my favorites from this collection. A lot of coffee dye paper on this journal and coffee dye doilies, and another one of the 4x6. And then again, using the scraps, I made these belly bands, and this is from the stickers. Some are from the stickers and some are from the ephemera. I think this is from the ephemera. A blue paper doily and more of the ephemera pieces. Here is the sweet images from that book. And like I said, I wanted to keep the integrity of the book, so the pages that were kind of like a full spread, I wanted to keep together, so my girls can still read the book and not get too mad at mommy. So again, beautiful paper, and then she's crying here. This is a coffee dye envelope. This is one of the 4x3 pieces from the Echo Park collection. And then on these are the 4x4, and all I did was just put a little lace so we know there's something in here that we can pull out. Another little piece. I went through my scraps and I just grabbed everything. Like these little tiny pieces are from my scraps. This is leftover from a rosette trim. I just get, sometimes I just have one little piece left and I keep everything. Another one of the 4x3 cards and some a paper doily here. Love the paper. It's so cute, so colorful, so happy, and at the same time the images are like amazing, hand painted. And I mean, at least they look to me like the artist that created this collection hand painted the images in the scrapbook collection. Chipboard piece, stickers, scrap piece, and here is a little teacup like I show you. And I know you can't tell the detail on the teacup, but the teacup has a rose engraved in here, and I had this on my stash for a long time, so I don't remember if it's Michael's or Joann's where I got it from. A cute little banner that I did. I made a little pocket here, and this is kind of fun. I use a scrap piece of vellum, and this is a vellum with the flower print, and it says hello there. Well, this is a sticker. And then I just use scraps of my coffee dye paper and made this little tiny journal book, and stickers from the sticker sheet just to embellish it a little bit. And I stitch it on right down the center, and this was really fun to put together. I actually just did this one and it took me 5 minutes to do this cute little thing. So that's one of the finishing touches that I did today. More of the story. Little bunny, he's so sweet. I love it. And then another belly band, and this is from the collection. Tea time is always a good idea. I feel like I need some tea right now. I'm losing my voice. Shine like the stars, paper doily, little banners from my scraps. This is also from my stash, and these are just some crochet flowers that came as a trim. I usually cut them and use them individually, but this time I just wanted to create like a page, kind of like an end trim to the page. Sticker sheet, envelope, another pull out, and then here is the little tiny key. As you can see, it is so cute. I don't know if you can see it actually, it's kind of tiny. There we go. Here more of the ephemera, the book that is so pretty. And then here is the image where she meets the caterpillar. The caterpillar looks completely different to the movie and the cartoon movie. Oh, and then this page here is the queen, and this is the other queen, the white queen, snow queen. I don't remember the name right now, but one of those. And then here again, scrap piece that I made into like a little tiny journal or place to add a tiny picture. And I put a dreams here from the ephemera. I just wanted to use every little bit that I had left because I love the paper. These are some flowers from, I think they're Jolie flowers, and I put one here too. Just can't see because it's blue. But yeah, I wanted to put a couple flowers, more stickers, and this is the center. So I use a piece of cardstock, some of this cute music washi tape. I cut out the 4x6 card because it wouldn't fit here, so I just cut it out and place it here. And then I put this lace here because I had a little stain on my cardstock for some reason. I think I was, had dirty hands or something. And then I made this little charm here. I made it like a book. What do you call it? Like a bookmarker. And then this little beautiful charm. It has a blue ruby or something, but It is so cute. This was sent to me by my friend Anna, so thank you, Anna. I love it. It is so pretty. So I just put it down the center for now, but that will be, you know, my bookmark. And then here again, just using scraps to make a tuck spot. More of the pretty collection. More of lace. Another teacup sticker. The Alice, she looks so sad. And then here she looks so happy. Cute. This is a glassine bag that I just decorated with some stickers. And in the inside, one of the 4x6 cards. And then I tried paper punching, and good thing I only tried one, because the coffee dye paper is kind of wrinkly, as you can see. So I had the hardest time paper punching this, and I ended up fuzzy cutting it by hand. So that took a long time, and then I decided I wasn't gonna do any more pages of that. Just the one. That's the only one that I have with the punch edge. Another sticker here, and this is another envelope, and more of the rosette trim, more of the pretty flower crochets. This is another belly band. So when I do my belly bands, basically what I do is I just grab this long strip, and it goes all the way around. As you can see, that one goes with this one. So it just goes all the way around under, and I actually stitch through it, and then I just glue this end to create this little belly band here. So it's actually really easy to do, really fast, and that way it goes, you know, it doesn't stick out or anything like that. So I just wanted to add some lace in there, the little cut. And then this is my favorite image when they're having the tea party. And here's the bunny. And then here is there a continuation to that page? Let me check. Yes, oops. This is the Mad Hatter. So this page I did break, even though it should have been all together. I felt like I needed more journaling areas, so another one from the collection as well. This is actually from the back cover of the book, and I just fuzzy cut it out and use them as a tuck spot. Scrap pieces, paper doily, and this was a little tiny piece of scrap paper that I just fuzzy cut it out to use the Alice. And more of the 4x3 cards, and then another envelope. So this came together really quickly, as you can see. Once I figured out how to do, you know, how to join the pages together for the book, it came out pretty quick in terms of, excuse me, just adding the coffee dye paper and then the scrap pieces. It's all really fun. Oh, and then I love this image too, when she's still sleeping and then she is going to, you know, right about to wake up. And not, you know, some more scrap pieces to turn into photo mats. And again, another tuck spot, paper doily, another teacup here. And this was also from the back cover, and then just use it as a tuck spot, and another flower there, little banner. And then here is the other side of my vellum paper, and with another flower. And then this is the end of the story here, when she realized she was dreaming, you know. And then she says, that was a very strange sleep indeed. And then she is so cute. I love her. And then here I just made a pocket on the back, you know, to tuck some things in, but I did have these 3 cards left over, so there they go. So I think I've never used my scraps any better than these, and I'm so happy because I love that paper collection. So I wanted to use every little bit of it, and I did, so I'm happy about that. So this will just hang here, and that is it for my little junk journal, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you were inspired. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.